channel. In this video, I would like to tell you on Once Upon a Time. It is a poem by Gabriel Okara. Gabriel Okara is considered to be one of the first modern African poets. He was born in Nigeria and he uses folklore, religion, myth and social issues to explore tradition and transition in his writings. His work, that is this poem, first appeared in the magazine Black Orpheus in 1957, and then it is included in his book The Fisherman's Invocation. It was published in 1978. This poem is a free verse poem and it is in 43 lines. It has broken up into 7 stanzas. The learning objectives of this poem are: after this lesson, you will be able to recognize the value of being genuine in a relationship, and you can able to compare changing behavior patterns with time. Besides, you will be able to record actions that influence one to change one's behavior and different elements in this lesson, in this poem. The first stanza, let us look at it. The lines are like this. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. But now they only laugh with their teeth, while their ice block cold eyes search behind my shadow. See, if you look at these lines, it is very simple in language and it is very easy to understand. See here, the first line suggests that the poet looks back at a time in the past when people were honest, sincere in their dealings with one another. Here he is addressing his son, so this could tell that a father begins to explain how things used to be and how people used to laugh with their hearts and eyes in those days. In contrast, he compared it with the present days, that is nowadays laughter is more of a show of teeth and the eyes are cold and looking for something other than the real person. And the second stanza is like this. There was a time indeed, they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hand search my empty pockets. Here the writer tries to tell that in those days, people used to shake their hands with love and gratitude, and they were genuine. But now, when shaking hands with others, they are very artificial and mechanical. They search for the other benefits from the other person. The people have become money-minded and they develop their relationships only with the rich. This is the meaning for stanza 2. And in stanza 3, he expresses like this. Feel at home, come again, they say. And when I come again and feel at home, once, twice, there will be no thrice, for then I find doors shut on me. So if you see these lines, what the writer feels here means how the guests are welcomed by the hosts. In those days, guests are given a warm welcome and reception. But when compared that with the present days, when guests come first time, the host invites them and say feel at home, means you feel it as your home and you feel comfortable. If they visit thrice or more number of times, the doors are shut on them. This is the condition in present days. And then in the next stanza, he tries to tell like this. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces like dresses. Home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their conforming smiles like a fixed portrait smile. So here It is very clear when we try to understand the lines here means here he has learned many things, especially wearing many faces like putting on many dress. So one has to have home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face like that. It means that a person behaves very differently in the office, at home, in the street, in parties, etc. But none of these different faces that he puts on is his natural self or his real face. It means people change their expressions in their faces according to the context and according to the situation. And in the fifth stanza, the lines are like this. And I have learned to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. So, here, as this is the way of the world, the poet has also learned to laugh with teeth. It means the author slowly changes his attitude when compared with his childhood days. He tuned to the present times. The art of saying goodbye when he means good riddance. Here, good riddance means it is an expression to express, used to express relief or happiness when someone has gone. And the next expression here is glad to meet you when he is not glad. And nice talking to you when bored. So you can try to understand these phrases. Usually in these days, when maybe we have to think now, when someone says glad to meet you, whether that person is really glad to meet us or they are not glad, that we have to observe when we meet other people. And similarly, when someone says to us nice talking to you, whether they are really expressing that opinion or when they feel bored they express like that, we have to check ourselves. In the next stanza, that is in sixth stanza, the lines are like this. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh. For my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So here, after a long gap, after he changed a lot in his life according to the times, now he realized that how he want to be. So the poet wants to be like his son, to imbibe the exemplary values of the past here. So when the poet sees his smile in the mirror, his false laugh frightens him because that shows him the teeth like the bare fangs of a snake that has no real sensation. It means there is no real sensation in his laugh. So it reminds him of a person whose laughter is like a snake, falsely pleasant and therefore dangerous and deceitful. So now he wants to live as he was a child, when now as his son. How innocently he lives his life. He wants to live his own life. The poet wants to live his own life as his son now. So the last stanza falls like this. So, show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. So now he is asking his son to show him how to laugh, how to smile when he was like his son, how he had. Now he wanted to relearn all these things. So at the end, the poet asks his son to show him to show him how he used to love once upon a time. He wants the sun to show him how to regain his lost innocence, how to laugh and smile like in the olden days when he was young and carefree, and the culture encouraged openness and honesty and pure identity. So here he wants, this is a nostalgic poem. He recollected his past and how people were in those days and how they are used to when they meet with the other people. So the major themes in this poem are how society changes, cultural shift, capitalism and values. So because of this cultural shift from African to Western, these kind of changes happened in their lives. That's what he felt in this poem. Perhaps the tone is ironic. Perhaps the speaker knows deep inside that he'll never regain that purity. He won't be able to turn back time and relive life as a transformed person. So he had a doubt now whether he was able to live, whether he is able to live how he was in the past. That's why the title could be from a fairy tale, the speaker's wishes may be a fantasy. So the poem is a satire on falsehood and the changing human behavior in modern society. So the poet expresses this by using contradictions and double talk phrases such as uh, people laugh only with their teeth, shake hands without hearts, their left hand search my empty pockets. By using these kind of phrases and the phrases like wear many faces to show that people behave differently and have different attitudes in different situations and with different people instead of being one's true self. The poet shows that people in modern society are like actors who change masks on the stage and act in a play. So their actions and feelings are not connected. In the modern society, this is a serious problem, but the poet criticizes it in a true style of satire in this poem. So, if you look at these meanings, you can easily understand the complete poem. Laugh with their hearts means laughter that is natural. Laugh with teeth, the laughter that is artificial. Shake hands without their hearts means a handshake that doesn't show any warmth but a routine formality. Shake hands with heart is a handshake that conveys feelings. Hands search my empty pockets. Here, the relationship is measured in terms of how much money or power one has. And feel at home means to feel comfortable. There will be no tries means one is no longer welcome if he or she visits someone very often. Learned to wear many faces. So here people can change their expressions to suit different occasions. Like a fixed portrait smile. It means a smile which remains fixed and does not change with personal feelings and moods. I want to unlearn all these means the poet wished to forget modern trends and he wants to return these muting things to a more natural style of living. Cold eyes refers to emotionless eyes. Conforming means normally acceptable. Portrait you know very well, that is picture. Good riddance means a feeling of relief when an unwanted person leaves. Muting, as I said, expressionless in speech. And then fangs means poisonous teeth of a snake. So, now let us look at the tone of the poem. The tone of the poem is nostalgic and perhaps a little ironic and a satirical. The speaker dearly wishes to relearn how to smile a genuine smile again, how to laugh without pretension. But will he really be able to learn from the youngster? Maybe or may not. The speaker is earnest, he clearly wants to get back to a time he perceives as pure and innocent and good in the old African culture. That is, before the Western values crept and took over. It means before the Western values crept and took over on African culture, African people are very innocent and good, and they have maintained a good relationship with their people. Only after the adopting of Western culture, these changes occur in their society. Okay, so I hope you understand the poem, and let us meet in another video. So far, uh, bye. So before that, I would like to express my thanks to you for your patient listening. Thank you very much. Bye for now. We'll meet you soon. Bye.